one of the characters in the book that then went to become a big movie blockbuster. You knew Kosta Trebitska, who was found dead, and the War Dogs is the movie that I mentioned, is with Jonah Hill and Bradley Cooper.
Right.
What was your role in there?
Well, just backing up a little bit, after I had the situation where I split apart with Sali Berisha, for a brief period, then I started attacking Fatos Nano.
Who came to power
after him.
After Berisha.
And Sali Berisha saw that, and he liked that. So he sent someone to see me saying, well, he respects you now, blah, blah, blah. He wants to help you. Mm-hmm. That's another chapter, but at the end of the day, I helped attack Fatos Nano, which was helpful to Sali Berisha.
Why did you end up attacking Fatos Nano as well?
Well, Albania had a very difficult time. I went there when it first opened up from communism, mm-hmm. and you could see the people were very poor. I always say it looked to me like a zombie movie. They didn't know what to do with themselves. Mm-hmm. And I felt bad that they had to encounter the pyramids and live through that chaos. And I felt I had to do something. And Fatos Nano comes in to power, and he was a very corrupt man. So rather than try to help, I was very idealistic. I thought, well, why isn't he helping Albania? Why is he helping himself? So I started having a problem with him. So he goes, he's finished, Sali Berisha takes over, and then I finished with him for good.
With Berisha?
Berisha, because he basically used me.
How did he use you?
He used me to attack Fatos Nano, and then once that was done, he was finished.
But why were you so involved in Albanian politics?
I wasn't so much involved in Albanian politics as I was involved in trying to set Albania on the right course. As I said, I was very idealistic.
From what position you were doing that?
Basically myself.
As an individual?
As I had organizations that ostensibly I was working through, but my family was known in Albania. I came to start developing a profile in Albania, so people would listen to me. I don't know why. Maybe because they thought I was making sense.
You also had business interests in Albania?
No, none. Never. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I legally could not have business there. Mm-hmm. So
it was more emotional from your background?
More emotional, idealistic. Family. So then I knew Kosta Trebitska. I knew him. He contacted me, I guess it was back in maybe it was mid-90s, because he knew I was involved in business there, and he was a businessman, so he wanted to meet me. Mm-hmm. As I said, I started to develop a reputation in Albania. And we kept in touch. As a matter of fact, I saw him in Tirana during the war. I was in Tirana.
During the Kosovo War.
Kosovo War. And we got together briefly to see each other. And then he contacted me, I guess it was 2007 or 2008, I'm trying to remember. And he knew at that point I was again at odds with Berisha. And he said, I had a contract to repackage the Chinese ammunition. First of all, stepping back, this company AEY won a $300 million contract to supply ammunition. They were going to sell it to the US Army to be used by the Afghan Army because they had AK-47s. So they needed ammunition. The United States doesn't make ammunition. So they found it in Albania.